April the 2, Donald J. Trump gave us Liberation Day. He liberated us from low cost. He liberated us from low price. When I first heard about Liberation Day, I was wondering what the celebration was going to be because I was saying, is there a war I miss? Was there a fight for freedom that I didn't hear about? Come to find out, Liberation Day is taking back all the dirty jobs, all the jobs that they didn't want from the past because they went to a higher economic threshold over the period of course of the years to the point where wages was stagnating, CEOs got billions and their shareholders got rich. So now the plan is to take back these jobs, basically a dogfight with China to get back America's dirty jobs. I don't think most people understand what was globalization and what was the point of it, because the way things and the future comes, majority of everything is in chip making. It is in robotics. It is in creating new emerging technology to conquer the market. For instance, electric cars. A lot of people do not like electric cars, but they are the future. And China has went full force, full throttle into creating electric cars. Now they're at the top of the leaderboard with the level how they can vertically construct it, horizontally construct it, linear construct it, faster, much cheaper than the United States. And also they have a monopoly over the main materials that are needed for these new emerging technology, to the point where they're beating America in their own game. Liberation Day is just something that has a nice word to it, a nice way. Because when most countries and places speak about liberating, it's trying to liberate themselves from future, not liberating me from low cost. And in some ways, there might be some good, but the good won't outweigh the bad. Are you telling me the economic that America is where most people have these cushy office jobs? We are now going to throw them out of these cushy office jobs and CEO roles, manager roles, to tell them that they now need to take a job in the factories when these factories come back, these low skill jobs. And I think that is the reason why there is just this big push that education do not matter, that you don't need a college degree, because they need a low educated workforce, because it cannot be someone with their Harvard, their Yale, their Princeton, their Columbia degree is going to say, hey, I need a job stitching sweaters. I need a job putting together jeans. I need a job making lithium batteries. Most things are designed in the United States but built in China, because they already have the infrastructure. The infrastructure here has been gutted long before I even have sense. That's how long it's going back. And the car industry, they're preaching, and Trump is selling them a big bag of lies, telling them that we will get back the job. And I see where some car companies are appeasing him and saying, hey, we're going to bring back these jobs. But I don't think most people understand why the jobs has left in the first place? Because prices will always seek cheaper labor. What did I say? Prices will always seek cheaper labor. And that is what happened to all these dirty jobs and so-called jobs that your mom and pop and industry had, and move back to constructing all of these things that we need. First, we don't have a national grid. The grid is already overloading. We don't have enough national grid. We don't have enough coal power plant. We don't have enough nuclear plant, even for the emerging technology such in AI and all of these things. They have to build more nuclear grids, but the infrastructure is not built yet. What the infrastructure is not built yet. The work cannot come back without we build out the grid. We have to build that first, because all of these things are going to take power. And when they say these jobs are going to come back, no, they're going to be replaced by AI. All the heavy lifting is going to be done by AI. AI doesn't take a sick break. AI doesn't take a lunch break. AI can work around the clock. So these dream jobs that you are dreaming about that is going to come back, they're lying to you and selling you a bill of lies. China already even is trying to remove these dirty jobs from their place and send them to Africa, because their economic has grown where people are more educated. The cost of living has went up. Wage prices have went up. So these jobs are not viable again to build these products. So they're shifting it to other less developed part of the world. While America is, we will take the job. We will take those jobs. If he was a real leader, he would have tell you the truth, that the real goal is in science and technology. We want to beat their AIs. That's where the real battle is. We want to beat their electric cars. That's where the real battle is. We want to be the first to weaponize space. That's where the real battle is. We want to be the first to get control of all these mineral rights. That's where the real battle is. But he's literally telling you and selling you a fantasy that these dirty jobs will come back. And I don't have a problem with dirty job, because as you can see, I'm in a workshop. And my workshop, I work with only tools. And I can tell you, if I was an American who was born here, I would have sit on at least 2 or 3 college degree and sit my ass in a cushy job. It's because I am from a third world country where I didn't have access to all of these things. But if I was born here, I would have already set up a business. I would have went off into AI. I would have went off into technology. Not saying that I can't, but at the moment, I just got here, so I need resources. Everything in my office right here, the tools, the equipment, the bulbs, the saw, the drills, are made from China. And no, I can tell you, there's no one breaking their necks to become a glorified plumber to play in people's toilet. I can tell you, if I had the chance and the opportunity that you guys have to grow up in this country, I wouldn't be killing myself to work inside of your septic tanks. Not saying it doesn't pay, but it can pay the same or even more sitting at a cushy office job. But because I just got here and I'm starting at rock bottom, I am not trying, and I can tell you this now, I am not trying for the next 4 or 5 years. I am looking for a factory work. I'm trying to gain enough skills and knowledge so I can even go into a better position and get more money. I don't want a factory job, because I've worked in a factory in Jamaica. I lasted 1 month. I, I don't think this new generation understands really what you're asking for. Because, as I said, even China is moving away from that. They have the graphite, the lithium, everything that is needed for the current emerging tech to globalize the world. But we are trying to go backwards because one man tell you about a Liberation Day. It says a lot when he made this announcement right at 4 o'clock when the stock market closed. Because if he had gotten up and went on stage and given that same exact speech when the stock market was open, it would have been a free fall on American stocks and car industries. What did I say? It would have been a dog fight to get to the bottom. And he's pushing, and all the people are saying, yes, tariff them. I don't think you understand where you are at in the global supply chains. You are no longer the ones who create anything. You guys are the consumers. And if you want to give up the fundamental knowledge, capability of making emerging technology, not backwards technology, emerging technology to make your country rich and lead for the future, to go back to becoming the factory of the world, which even China has moved away from that and is pushing steadfast into emerging future technology. We did that before. Everything for this Trump campaign is backwards mobility. It has to go back. It cannot go for the future. There's nothing there for the future. You have already lost. It is only going back to segregation, going back to locking up people in concentration camp, going back. And I can tell you, there's nothing there. It's a reason why we have left it in the past. But I might not be as smart as these billionaires who they gutted the country and removed these jobs in the pursuit of cheap labor and more profits and left you behind. And now you're going back to these same billionaires and asking them if you can bring back the jobs. And they are looking at you and telling you, do you think the smallest amount of money you make here compared to the smallest amount of money somebody makes in the third world? I think the reason why I can sell you most of this is because you have never been outside of the country. And even if you did, you don't really understand what you were looking at. You don't understand why Mexicans wanted to come to your country, why so much immigrants want to come to your country. But as I said, everything for this president is going backwards to the glory days. And I can tell you, those glory days of that ship has left the harbor a long time ago. And I'm just talking on deaf ears. I'm going to wrap up this video. I will speak more about this topic in future installment. But those who tune in, I would just like you to like, share, and subscribe and let me know what I'm saying. Hey, Alex, what you're saying is not facts. We think the MAGA community and the MAGA train is going to build back America and make it great. You're talking bullshit. Alright, fine. Okay. If you believe that, fine. I might be wrong. But leave your thoughts, everything about it in the comments. And hopefully you can tell me what videos I need to make next or what I need to look into. I do a research about if you think what I'm saying is not up to scratch or what you believe. So in the meantime, just like, share, and subscribe and click that button. I'm dying out here. These channels need to be up. Please, just do the right thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I'm out. Have a good day. Have a good weekend when it comes. More prosperity, more growth, more ingenuity, more look for the future. We do not want to go backwards. We do not want to be stuck in the past. I'm looking for former glory. All right, have a good one.